Of our quadruple header coverage, Throw 'em the Heater tournament, put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, sponsored by VisitStPClearwater.com, and broadcast by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'm Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout this game and the games the rest of the day. Last game, what a finish. An incredible double play by Evan for the Burn, wins it, preventing any runs from coming in, and ending the game 9-8. The bats were certainly threatening, so that was a thriller. Expect no different here between the Heat and Cobras in this second game. The next game following this, and since the Burn won, they'll go on and play Clubhouse coming up next at around 1 o'clock. This game will get underway here just momentarily, so we get a little bit of an early start, but certainly glad to have you. So thanks for joining. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, and make sure you view those videos, but especially the views, likes, and shares, because that, and I'm sorry, subscriptions, because that really helps us. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps give us some advertisers and sponsors for some enhanced capabilities. With that, if you're on Facebook, follow is the same as a subscription in YouTube, so please do that. Like and share. Get the word out so we can bring more coverage to you in the fall and some enhanced features. All right, so let's go through the lineups real quick. The Heat are going to be the visitors in this one. Leading off for the Heat is going to be Ray. He'll be playing shortstop. Batting second is Owen, playing third base. Eli catching and batting third. Capo batting fourth and playing first base. Joel batting fifth and pitching. Ashton batting sixth as an extra hitter. Germani batting seventh in right field. Leo batting eighth, playing, or Leo. I'm going to go with Leo on that one because I think it's Alonzo's last name, and I believe I remember it being Leo. Extra hitter, nonetheless, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Graham, playing center field. Batting 10th is Bryce, playing second base. And in left field is Max, who is not hitting at the moment. For the Cobras, they will be the home team. And forgot to write down the position, so bear with me 1 second. Getting a little ahead of myself here. As we get things going. Just, pardon the interruption, folks. All right, now we're good. So we got Seti leading things off, playing third base. Fabian batting second and is an extra hitter. Jaden Fernandez batting third is catcher. Caleb is batting fourth and playing center field. Colt batting fifth and playing first base. Batting sixth is E.T. playing right field. Hayden batting seventh playing left field. Jaden Fidalgo batting eighth and playing second base. Berto playing shortstop, batting ninth, and batting 10th, DH, is Jace. On the mound, I'm sorry, not Jace. Wow, I think it's, let me double check that. Anyway, Jace is on the mound, not batting. Let me get clarification on who that is again. Oh, 31, that's Josh. So Josh will be the designated hitter for Jace. All right, on the mound is Jace. And leading things off for the Heat is Ray. On deck is Owen. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Oh my gosh, folks, I am so sorry I was muted. Let me try again real quick. Go through the lineups. Cobras on defense. Batting first is Seti. Playing third base. Batting second is Fabian as the extra hitter. Batting third is Jaden Fernandez catching. Batting fourth is Caleb batting center field. Batting fifth at first base is Colt. Batting sixth playing right field is E.T. Batting seventh playing left field is Hayden. Batting eighth is Jaden Fidalgo playing second base. Berto playing shortstop batting ninth. And Josh, designated hitter, batting 10th. Stepping up to the plate is Ray playing shortstop for the Heat. And on deck is Owens. We get things underway here in the top of the first inning in game number 2. Glad to have you aboard. And here we go with the first pitch from Jace. Fouled off. And strike one, and we are underway. Again, we saw a thriller on the 9 o'clock matchup between the Burn and the Burn and the Gulf Coast Bats. Heartbreaking loss for the Bats, but what a finish it was, 9-8. Came down to the last at bat. If you get a chance, go back and watch that double play by Evan. There's a pop fly in the left field, caught, and that is 1 out. All right, that brings up Owen. Eli on deck. And here we go. Ball high. And it's 1-0 count. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bye, guys. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A fan nearby. Sorry about that. They moved over. There's the 1-1. Comes in low, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Just getting in the way, top of the first. Owens at bat. Eli on deck. Ball just a little bit up, and it's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That takes the count to full. So Jace has fought it back to a full count. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, over to first, and that is 2 down. That brings in Eli, Capo on deck. Darn, I forgot to get Capo's first name. I got to get that. I wrote down Capo instead of his first name, so I will get that corrected. Those of you that know him know who Capo is. So, called strike, curveball, caught the corner. It's a 0-1 count to Eli. So, in between inning here, between the half inning, I will go get that information. Again, thanks for your patience. Much appreciated. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Jace ahead. Pretty efficient inning. Pop out to left field, a ground out to third. So the Heat are definitely getting around on the pitches. Eli stands in with 0-2 count. And the 0-2. Line shot in right field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to be multi-bases. As Eli will go into second base with a double, a 2-out double. So 2 outs, that brings in Capo. And here's the first pitch. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Again, my apologies for not having his first name. I'll get it, like I said, in between innings. Throw to third. That gets away. That's going to score a run for the Heat. The Heat are now out in front on the stolen base and the error throw by the catcher. And the Heat take a quick 1-0 lead. think that was a ball. We'll count as a ball because I didn't see umpire's hand going out indicating strike. So I think it's 1-1. It's 0-2. Okay. So that's what I thought it was. Here we go. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Jace. Just missed. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. That goes almost as high as the batting cage and hit the bottom. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball high. Now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Base is clear. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. Jace looks in, gets his sign, sets, and delivers the payoff pitch. Foul ball again. And the 3-2. Pop fly on the infield. Third baseman's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left at the end of half inning. It's the Heat 1. Cobras coming to bat. I'll be back with you in just a moment and fill you in on who's coming up for the Cobras. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, here we go. Getting underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Heat are ahead 1-0 in this one due to an error. And that's ball 1.
Now batting,
So 1 ball, no strikes. Cassetti. And that's going to be ball 2. On the mound is Joel. Behind the plate is Eli. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fabian on deck. Oh, 1 and 2. I missed the first strike. And strike 3. That is 1 out. So 1 down. That'll bring in Fabian. Sorry I missed that. Trying to help somebody out a little bit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Jaden Fernandez on deck. Fabian at the plate. Foul ball. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch, ball high. Trying to get Fabian to chase that one. Again on deck is Jaden Fernandez. And foul ball out of play. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. Again, like last game, I expect this one to be pretty close. So foul ball again. Nice snag by the coach coming out of the dugout. Leaping out, making that catch. So shout out to the Heat coach. Timeout. As Joel was taking a little too long for Jaden's liking. Or I'm sorry, Fabian's liking. And the pitch. Ground ball. Fielded by second baseman. Over to first. That's 2 down. So 2 down. That'll bring up Jaden. Caleb on deck. There's a ball in the dirt. That's a 1-0 count to Jaden Fernandez. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, Eli behind the plate, Joel on the mound. Except for it's been 1 hit and 1 error. It's cost 1 run in this one so far. 3-0 now. Which is giving the Heat the early lead so far. Again, following this one will be Clubhouse versus the Burn. And that is ball 4. So Jaden Fernandez is on first. Caleb comes to plate. Colt comes out on deck. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Jaden. And that should be Fabian. It is not. It is actually number 22, Wesley. Wesley will be running in place of Jaden. Jaden being the catcher. Called strike. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. Ball in the dirt. 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here comes a high fastball. There's the runner. Come in low, fouled off. So Wesley was on the move on that hit and run. As wow, getting ahead of myself here. So that music you're hearing is coming from another field. As I was saying earlier, it's kind of tough. Eli, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So it doesn't matter what I was going to say now. So that's 3 outs. 2 strikeouts in an inning for Joel. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 1, it's the Heat 1, Cobras 0. Coming up for the Heat, Joe, Ashton, and Germani. This is Doc from Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, about to get underway here. Let's start things off here. Jace is still on the mound. Jaden is still behind the plate. All right, here we go. Top of the second inning. Joel steps in. Ashton's on deck. Jace looks in, gets a sign. Sets and delivers. Ball high. 1-0 count now to start things off here in the top of the second inning. Heat maintain a 1-0 lead in this one. There's a fly ball in the right field. Right fielder's coming in. Can't get to it. And Joel leads things off here in the first inning. In the top of the second with a single. That'll bring in Ashton with Germani on deck. Running for Joel is going to be Max. There's the pitch. Called strike. So an 0-1 count to Ashton. Max at first, running for Joel. Nobody out. Top of second. Heat lead it by 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Capo, I'm going to correct that, is Capo. And that is Zach, by the way. I did get that information. Sorry I didn't share it in the last half inning. So I'll make sure Zach is called out from here on out. Max act like he was going, but he didn't. He could have made it, actually, because of Jaden bobbling the ball. That's a 1-2 count now to Ashton. And the pitch. There's a ground ball to second. That one, short hop second baseman over to first. It's the only play you had, and that is one down. So call that a fielder's choice. Well, actually, not a fielder's choice. Sorry about that. That would be 43. Second base to first, and that's one out. So here we go. Germani stepping in. Max is at second base. Running for Joel. Here's the pitch from Jace. Ball off the plate. 1-0 count. Jace checks Max at second. Delivers home. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 1-1 count. And 1-1 pitch. There goes Max. Popped up right on the infield. Max gets back to second. Caught by the third baseman. And that's 2 outs. That brings in Leo. Graham on deck. Sorry, folks, a little bit behind there on the base coverage. Apologies. Max is at second. 2 down. And the pitch by Jace. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1. Ground ball to the short. Over the shortstop's glove. That would have been a tough play. The Heat are going to put up their second run with an RBI single by Leo. So Heat are now up 2-0. That's going to bring in Graham. Bryce on deck. And the pitch. Called strike. That's an 0-1 count. That pitch evens it at 1 apiece. Graham has a 1-1 count on him. Jaden sign from the coach, gives it to Jace. Jaden sets up inside. Jace delivers. Foul ball. It's 1-2. And here's the 1-2 from Jace. Ball 2. 2-2. Throw down to first. And they get him. So Graham will lead things off in the inning. So they pick off Leo at first. And so 1 run, 2 hits. No errors, nobody left, and at the end of 1.5, Heat 2, Cobras 0. I'll let you know who's coming up for the Cobras right after the break. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, folks, we're back as we get things going here in the bottom of the second for the Cobras. Leading things off is going to be Colt. He'll be followed by E.T., and the third batter will be Hayden. Heat lead it. Joel's still on the mound. Eli's still behind the plate. There's a ball low to start things off here in the bottom of the second inning. And it's called strike. Now it's 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly over to first. And that is 1 out. That'll bring in E.T. Hayden on deck. 1 down, bottom of second. Cobras hitting thus far has been pretty silent. Let's see if E.T. gets things going for him here. Ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count. Let's come in low and outside for E.T. Joe gets a sign, delivers. Called strike. 1-1 now. It's a beautiful day here at Canal Park. Some puffy clouds in the skies, as you can see. Blue skies. There's a pop fly. Second baseman's under it. Can't make the catch as it bounces off his glove, falling down. As wheel charge an error to the second baseman on that one, which allows E.T. to get on. And the Cobras are in business. Brings Hayden to the plate. Jaden Fidalgo on deck. First pitch to Hayden, called strike. 0-1 count.
Confidence, let's go, let your hands fly.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Relax.
And there goes E.T. Throw down. Not in time. So E.T. takes second. There's a ball high, so it's a 1-2 count to Hayden. A horde of seagulls coming in. What's that? Haydo Potato. And I got the new nickname for Hayden right here. So fouls it off for old Haydo Potato. Hayden, I won't tell you who told me that. I will keep that between me and that person, but I'll let your mind wander and think about who that was. Anyway, here we go. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And they get him at third. Double play. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, one error, and nobody left at the end of 2. It's the Heat 2, Cobras 0. This is Doc, the Tampa Heat USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. As we get things underway here for the Heat. Top of the 3rd. Jay's still on the mound. Ball in the inside corner. Or a ball, sorry, on the inside. I believe it's a 1-0 count at the plate. It's a ball high, it's 2-0. That's going to be Graham leading things off again, as I stated earlier. Sorry, I accidentally hit the out button. There's a ball in the dirt. I believe that's 3-0. So 3-0 count to Graham. And here's the 3-0 pitch from Jace. Ball in the dirt, ball 4. So 4 straight pitches, and Graham's on with a leadoff walk here in the top of the 3rd. That brings in Bryce. Heat up 2-0 in this one. Going into the 3rd here. Here's the delivery, ball high. Coach going out to talk to his pitchers. That's 5 balls in a row thrown by Jace. Coach going out to settle him down. So the reason I'm going mute so much is I'm trying to avoid as many delays in the video, the live stream being seen after the game's over. On Facebook and YouTube due to the artists that are playing, and sometimes I can't avoid it just because of the other fields playing music too. And this is part of the game. So I'll get that squared away after the game if that's the case. And here we go. A 1-0 pitch to Bryce. Called strike on the outside corner. That's 1-1 as Graham remains at first base. Graham gets a big lead at first. Jace checks. Gets a couple more steps. There goes Graham. There's a pitch out. Throw down. And he's safe. So the right call, it's ball 2. The pitch out, that allows Graham's speed, allows him to get into second base safe. And it's a 2-1 count. And Jace delivers. Foul ball. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. So the infield's pulling in to have a chat. Graham's at second. Jace texts Graham. Graham's staying close to second base. Jace goes to second. Graham's back. Called strike 3, and that is 1 out. So 1 down. Graham remains at second. Foul ball. As back to the top of the order, the Ray. Ray flew out to left field his first time up. 0-1 count. Owen's on deck. There's a base hit into left field. Or actually, shortstop couldn't handle it. And that scores another run for the Heat as Graham comes across. And it is a 3-0 ball game. So we'll charge an error. Actually, Ray ended up at second base. We'll charge an error to the shortstop on that one. And the Heat lead at 3-0. Just like that. I've seen the past 2 days, little errors cost the teams big. We saw that, no exception, last game. A couple errors, and before you know it, you're either behind or you are scored on. Behind significantly or scored on, I should say. Owen steps in. Eli on deck. Here's the first pitch as Ray gets his lead. Foul ball. 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Runner at second. Jay steps off the mound, checks his runner. Ray's back. Quick switch, right field. So to change, shortstop moved over to right field and then ended up coming out. Foul ball. 0-2 now. So that was Berto coming out. Fabian going to left. I'm not sure who took over shortstop duties, but we'll see in a minute. And the 0-2. And it will remain 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here's the 0-2. Ray gets his lead. It's now 1-2. Unless I've missed a pitch, it should be 1-2. Ray at second. The Heat have scored at every inning so far this game. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 outs. So both outs this inning has been strikeouts. That brings in Eli. Zach on deck. Ray remains at second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Line shot into right field. That is just foul by maybe 1.5 feet. Foul ball. And it's an 0-2 count. That was close. That was almost run number 4 as Ray was on his horse and trucking to the plate. Jace was taking a little too long for Eli's liking. Eli calls time. Jace comes set. Delivers the pitch. Ground ball. That's getting in the hole into left field. That's going to score another run. And Eli. Actually, the ball gets past the second baseman. First baseman backs it up. That allows Eli to go to second. So an RBI single for Eli. Scores Ray. And the Heat lead it 4-0 with 2 outs. That brings in Zach. Joel on deck. Pinch runner. That's going to be Max running for Eli. Eli is the catcher. There's a ground ball up the middle. That gets through for another base hit. Here comes the throw home. Max is coming in, and he's safe. And that is now a 5-0 game in favor of the Heat. So I haven't changed the base paths indicator because the Heat, all they've been doing trading places because Eli went to second on the throw. Zach went to second on the throw. That brings in Joel. Ashton on deck. Joel singled and scored his first time up. There's the pitch. Ball inside. It's a 1-0 count now. 1 ball, no strikes. It's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Jaden. Keep Zach at second. 2-0. Called strike. Now 2-1. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. Coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. Looks like we're going to see a pitching change. And with that, we'll take a break. Let's figure out who it is first. Jace is going off the field a little gingerly. Let's see who this is coming in. Might be Colt. And indeed it is. Colt will take the mound for the Cobras. And we'll be back. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, here we go. Leading things off, hit by pitch, is Jaden Fidalgo. He'll be on first base to lead things off here in the third. That brings in Berto. Josh on deck. Discussion with between catcher pitcher here. Apologies for the delay in the scoreboard updates. And we should be all set now. Our IT team was on, our crack squad was on that, so thanks to them. So ground ball to second, fielded cleanly over the shortstop, throws over, double play! And quickly, 2 outs. So great job there. That brings Josh to the plate. There's a pitch by Joel. Foul tipped. Strike one. So 2 down very quickly here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The Cobras have 0 hits so far in this one. Let's see if Josh can change that. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Great defensive double play. It was set up perfectly, 4-6-3 double play. Call strike 3, and that is 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 3, Cobra 0, Heat 6. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Here we go. Leading off is going to be Leo. He'll be followed by Graham and Bryce. Leo singled and drove an RBI his first time up. Again, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. Throwing the Heater tournament. This ball low to start things off. Apologies for the delay in the inning updates. And that's a 1-1 count now to Leo. Again, thanks for joining us here at the Throw 'em the Heater tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, sponsored by VisitStClearwater.com. Ball 2. Broadcast by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Of course, the tournament put on as the hard work of Tim Labus And that's ball 3. Apparently I missed a ball in there. Sorry about that. And runner on first, that is a leadoff walk for Leo. That'll bring in Graham, who singled and scored his first time up. On deck will be Bryce. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, please like, share, subscribe, and do lots of views. And more importantly, make sure you subscribe, because that helps us get to subscribers, to get advertisers, especially the number of views and likes. The number of the advertisers helps us really to grow this channel, both Facebook and YouTube, to provide enhancements to you, the viewer, and these players. So it's a 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bunt foul, 1-1. Heat lead this one 6-0. Again, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. There's a ground ball to third. Goes to second, gets the lead runner, and that's all they'll get. But smart play. So Graham's on with the fielder's choice. That brings in Bryce, and then back to the top of the lineup on deck is Ray Ray. One down. Called strike, and it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. Graham at first. It's a ground ball to first. Caught easily, touches first base. That's Josh down there, made the play. And that is 2 down. That moves Graham to second. Then it brings in Ray Ray. On deck is Owen. Colt gets a sign, delivers, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 down. All right, so no runs, no hits, no errors. And at the end of 3.5, it's the Heat 6, Cobras 0. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be back. Just checking my good friend Will from the Gulf Coast Sports Network. His son does play on Clubhouse. They're coming up next against Florida Burn. There's a hit, or foul ball, ground ball. Sorry, down third base line. I missed that one. So you get a chance, go over and check out Gulf Coast Sports Network on YouTube. They covered the softball All-Star games in Lakeland yesterday. And I believe, if I'm correct, Will, coming up next weekend is the baseball, right? Over in Lakeland. So check it out. Good organization. They cover high school sports. There's a fly ball in the left field. That's getting down for a hit. And Seti is on with the leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings in Fabian. Throw over to first. Seti's back. Joel's still on the mound. Eli's still behind the plate. Again, glad to have you with us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. There's a line shot in the left field. That's getting down for a hit. The fielder cuts it off, but the bobble allows Seti to go to third. So runners on the corners, and the Cobras have something going here in the bottom of the fourth. I'll bring in Jaden Fernandez. Caleb on deck. The Heat coach going out and talk to his pitcher to kind of settle things down. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Or no. I thought he was giving his coach the ball to hand to somebody else. That's not the case. So Joel will remain in as the sun comes back out here. Again, it's very ominous right now in the sky, although we still see a lot of blue. There is some gray starting to gather, which is never a good sign. This is game number 2. Game number 3 between Clubhouse and the Burn coming up next. So make sure you stay tuned for that. A lot of great baseball left today in the major bracket. Called strike, 0-1 count to Jaden. Here at the Throw in the Heater tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA and Tim Labus, the tournament director. Of course, sponsored by VisitStPClearwater.com. And broadcasted by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Of course, commentated by yours truly, Doc. I'll be here with you throughout the remainder of this day. We still got 2 more to go. This is the first semifinal. The winner of this one punches their ticket into the championship to play either Clubhouse. There's a wild pitch. Good job by Jaden getting to it. Or I'm sorry, good job by Eli getting to it. That allows Fabian to go to second. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is 1 out. So 1 out. Seti at third. Fabian at second. Caleb steps in. Colt comes out on deck. Call strike on the outside corner. And the pitch. There's a ground ball. That gets through the left field. 2 runs are going to score for the Cobras. And they cut the lead 6-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning by a 2 RBI single by Caleb. And the Cobras have something going here. As Colt steps in. ET on deck. Ball just off the plate. Colt grounded out to third his first time up. Back in the second inning. And the pitch. That gets away. And easily Caleb's going to go to second on that wild pitch. Two balls, no strikes. 6-2 ball game. It's a ground ball to third again. Snagged by the third baseman over to first. Caleb goes to third, and that's 2 outs. So 2 down. Caleb moves to third base. ET stands in. Hato Potato on deck. And the pitch to ET. Called strike. Throw down to third. Caleb's back in time. 0-1 count to ET. Nice try by Eli on that throw. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly over to first. And that's 3 down. However, Cobras get 2 on 3 hits. No errors. 1 left at the end of 4 innings. It's a 6-2 lead for the Heat. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Top 5. It's going to be Owen, Eli, and Zach for the Heat. Owen's 0 for 2. Eli is 2 for 2. An RBI and scored twice, a double and a single. And then Zach is 1 for 2. Single RBI and scored. There's a ball low. And it's 1-0. So we had a catching change, I believe. Fabian is now catching for the Cobras. There's a ground ball to short, over to first, off the mark! And that allows Owen to get on to lead things off here in the top of the 5th. Charge an error to the shortstop on that one. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them. Nobody out. Eli steps in. Again, Eli's 2 for 2. A double single, scored twice, and drove in an RBI. Throw over by the pitcher, Colts, to Josh. Josh has it. Zach's on deck. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Colt calls it. Makes the catch. And 1 out. So 1 down. Owen remains at first. Zach steps in. Joel on deck. Here's the pitch. Nice curveball. Called strike. Kind of caught Zach off guard a little bit there. It's an 0-1 count. There's a ball. Throw down to first. Owen's back. It's a 1-1 count. And the 1-1. It's a line shot to the shortstop. Makes the catch. And that's 2 down. So 2 quick outs now. Brings in Joel. Joel singled, scored, and walked. He's 1 for 1. Ashton's on deck. Ball high. Throw down to first. Owen's back. 1-1. Or I'm sorry, 1-0. 1-0. Sorry about that. Ball inside. That makes it 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Owen at first. And throw down anyway. Wow, that was close. I'll explain why in a second. So that's ball 3. Owen takes second, but Caleb was coming across in front of second baseman, and second baseman did catch that. There's a line shot in the right center field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score another one. And Joel's on with an RBI single here in the top of the 5th. All right, that brings in Ashton with 2 outs. 7-2 lead for the Heat. 7-2. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. So the only inning the Heat have not scored is the 4th. That's the last inning. They scored at least 1 run in each of the previous 3 innings prior to that. Cobras bats just started getting going there in the bottom of the 4th. There's the pitch. Called strike. Throw down to first. Fabian tries again. Could not get Joel. Actually, Joel's not out there. It is Max. Sorry about that. Max is pinch running for Joel. So ground ball to first. And that's going to be 3 outs. All right, so 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. At the end of 4.5, it's the Heat 7, Cobras 2. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We're going on mute due to the music, and we'll be right back. All right, we're about to get back underway here. Coming up is Hato Potato. And DJ looks like is batting for Jaden Fidalgo. He is on deck. So it'll be his first at bat when he comes up here in the bottom of the 5th. So the first two games so far, first game was taken by the visiting team, the Burn, 9-8 over wow, I'm drawing a blank. Gulf Coast Bats, 9-8, and a thriller. If you get a chance, go back and watch that. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one to Hato Potato. So no one counts. And the pitch. Ground ball foul. And it's quickly 0-2. Called strike 3, and that is 1 out. So 1 down. That brings in DJ. On deck is Berto, I think. Nope, it's actually 22. That's going to be Wesley batting for Berto. Foul ball, and it's an 0-1 count. So Wesley will be going in for Berto in the batting lineup. 0-1 count to DJ. Foul ball, strike 2. So it's still Joel, still Eli behind the plate. Joel on the mound, of course. 0-2 count to DJ. Joel has been ahead of the batters in this inning so far. Again, thank you all for subscribing. Wow. One ball, 2 strikes. That one's just a bit up and outside, just barely out of the strike zone. It's very close. There's a ground ball. Nice job at the second baseman. That's going to get through for a hit, and DJ's on with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring in Wesley. Josh coming out on deck. Heat lead at 7-2. After Josh, we'll be back at the top of the lineup with Seti. And the pitch. Ball low. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That hit him. And now runners on first and second. Still 1 out. That brings in Josh. Seti comes out on deck. Cobras have something cooking here. Bottom of 5. And the pitch. Throw down. And safe. Very close play at first base. Wesley nearly picked off. Timeout by the coach. I think that was a ball, but we'll double check here. All right, so thank you. So 1 ball, no strikes to Josh. DJ at second. Wesley at first. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's going to be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of 5. Cobras trail. There goes DJ. Throw down to third. Actually, throw back to first. And they get Wesley at first as he slipped. Trying to go to second. That's 2 outs. I think that was ball 2. We'll get clarification. So 2 down. DJ at third. Ball low. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1 pitch. Called strike. Full count. Again, DJ at third. And the pitch. Called strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left at the end of 5. Cobras trail by 5. Coming up for the Heat, it's going to be Germani, Leo, and Graham. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, coming up is Germani, Leo on deck. Lead things off here in the top of the 6th. 7-2 lead for the Heat. Ball inside. Start things off in the top of the 6th here. And the pitch. Ball 2. Holt still on the mound. Fabian behind the plate. There's a line shot in the center field. That's going to get through for a hit. And Germani is 2 for 2 on the day with 1 RBI. So leadoff single. That brings in Graham. Or I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. He's 1 for 3. He's getting ahead of himself. That brings in Leo. I was looking too far down on my sheet here. There's a ball high. It's 1-0. And it should be 1-1 now. As Fabian checked Germani at first. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the pitch. There goes Germani. Swing and a miss. Throw down. And Germani's in there. So 1-2 count. Germani goes to second.
There.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. Again, thanks for joining us here on, whether you're watching YouTube or Facebook, please make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe. Follow on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. And those views and subscriptions really help us by growing the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. There's a foul ball. We'll do 1 and 2 again. It doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free, but it helps us to get sponsors and advertisers so we can grow this channel. The enhancements, that is, but you, the fans, help grow the channel. So thank you all for all of you who have subscribed over the past few days, and all of you before then. It's made us who we are, so thank you so much. There's a ball in the dirt. That gets away from Fabian. That allows Germani to go to third. It's a 2-2 count. On Leo. On deck is Graham. Pitch. Foul tipped. And we'll do 2 and 2 again. So Leo's doing a good job hanging in there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out. Germani remains at third. Graham comes up. Graham is 1 for 2.
7 for 35.
Who is it? Oh, Max? All right, sorry, Max is in there now. Batting for Graham. And 1-0 count now to Max. This will be Max's first at bat in the game. He's done a lot of pinch running today, done a great job, scored a couple times. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-1 count. On deck is Bryce. There's the 1-1. Nope. So a balk by Colt cost another run as he faked the third and he had to go to third. And Coach going out to talk to his pitcher after that. Heat lead at 8-2 now. The only time that you can fake the third is if you're going to turn and go to first base. Hit some accidental buttons here, so it's 1-1. There's a pop fly to shortstop, and Max is out. That's 2 down. That's a ball in the dirt to Bryce. And it's called strike, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 run across for the Heat. extending their lead 8-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And that is, so I missed a strike there. My apologies, folks. Really sorry about that. I got usually a better job at keeping up, and sorry about that. All right, nonetheless, that is 3 outs. And that and we'll go on to the bottom of the 6th. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. I'll be back. All right, we're back, folks. Bottom of 6. Unless the Cobras put up 5 here, this game will end. So this is our last chance. I'm sorry, put up 6. 8-2 is the lead. Coming up is Seti. Lead things off. He'll be followed by Fabian, and here we go. Ball inside. Seti is singled and scored. It's a 1-0 count. And Joel's still on the mound. Eli stepped behind the plate. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Germani over to first. And that's 1 away. So 1 down. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Ray, not Germani. My apologies. Ray making the play there for the Heat. It's a foul ball. It's a Fabian. It's an 0-1 count. Again, my sincere apologies for messing that up. It's not been my most proudest game. Oh, here we go. And that's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on. Cobras trail by 6. 8-2. There's a ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. And they get him. 2 down. It's a very close play, though. That brings in Jaden Fernandez. On deck is Caleb. Jaden is 0 for 1. And the Cobras are down to their last out. Joel Setz delivers. Foul ball. He's ahead again, 0-1. Ball low. And that makes it 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, thank you all for joining. Glad to have you. 2-1. And now it's 2-2. Joel's evened it up at 2 apiece. Last out here in this one. Potentially. Here's the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Nice snap by the second baseman. Throw to first. They get him. What a play. To end this one. The Heat take it. 8-2. Coming up next is going to be Clubhouse versus Florida Burn Platinum. Make sure you stick around and check that out. As we will be bringing it to the action to you live right here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. This is Doc, and we'll be back. Final score here: Heat 8, Cobras 2.